Hey there everybody, and welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Puborama, and in today's video, we are going to be comparing handling and mobility versus top speed. Which of the two is more important when traversing the map of Grand Theft Auto Online? In front of you, I have two very different vehicles. I have the Pfister 811, a vehicle that has a top speed over 132 miles per hour, but has some of the worst handling and lap times in the game. And compared to that, we have the RE7B, a vehicle that has a top speed of 123.5 and one of the better lap times when it comes to the Supers class. In fact, the RE7B is still within the top 10 best handling Supers even today, which is pretty dang impressive for a vehicle that came out probably 5-6 years ago. So make your bets. Which of these two vehicles is going to be better? Now, how I'm going to be gauging this is very simple. As you can see, I have set a waypoint on my map, which is going to go through all the curvy bits through Vinewood Hills all the way down to the straight stretches of the city. This is where the Pfister should be able to gain a lot of speed, is driving through these straight parts of the city, making our way all the way down to the airport, and then the first vehicle to make it to this corner right here in the airport is going to win. So we're going to be timing both of these cars and seeing which does better. Now I'm going to be starting off with the Pfister 811. I don't know how this is going to work out, and it's probably going to take a couple attempts because, I'll be honest, driving this car, especially as fast as possible, is not the easiest thing to do. I'm going to line up the Pfister with this sign right here to keep it as fair as possible. We'll do the RE7B as well. Alright, and I've got my stopwatch ready. Go, go, go! Speed is key. Now, which of these two vehicles is going to do better in my opinion? I don't know, man. This is going to be a really close race. The Pfister 811 has a lot more top speed potential than the RE7B, which also means it probably has much better acceleration. The problem is, you can already see I have to slow down a lot through these corners to actually be able to turn them, which means that handling is definitely going to be a big benefit. I don't know. It's going to be close. It's going to be very close on these two capabilities here. Now, unfortunately, I'm going to have to turn this corner quite wide just because of the way that car was around that corner, but it shouldn't really make a huge difference on the overall time of this lap. So let's get around this corner. Not too bad. Keep on going. I'm going to try and hug this one tight. There you go. Nice. And then come out of the corner pretty well. Alright, well, that was the beginning part. That shouldn't be too bad at all. It's really going to be the ending bits when we have to go through Vinewood Hills very fast that I'm a little worried on how the Pfister is going to end up doing. So here we go. Let me slow down a bit. Not too bad so far. Keep on going. Okay, I do see a car coming around this corner, so I'm going to slow down a bit through here. Oh yeah, the Pfister's handling is actually not bad. I was expecting this vehicle to handle really poorly, but no, it's doing fine, to be completely honest. The only thing I'm worried about is smashing into a car when coming down one of these roads, but nothing bad so far. Alright, I am going to slow down a bit through here. This is where, I don't know, speed's going to be back and forth between these vehicles because there's very high probability of me crashing when driving through the streets. Oh god, like this. We got actually kind of lucky though because I had to turn this corner anyway, so we're fine there. Let's cut around this corner. Ooh, okay, we're good. We're good. The cornering is, oh boy, a very big problem for the 811, but we have finally made it to a bit of a straightaway, and here we go. We're about 2 minutes on the clock, just about, and we are still 2 miles away from our destination. So there's still quite a bit of time to go, and this is where obviously the Pfister is making up huge chunks of time cleaning that gap up because of the fact that we're able to use all of this speed. Now we're going to take a pretty nice corner on the Pfister and once again take all of that speed back. So let's see how much of it we can actually use. Keep on going, keep on going. Oh yeah, oh, the speed and power. Okay, let's slow down a bit through here, try not to crash, not too bad at all. I'm going to be honest, this is only my second attempt, so I'm actually surprised how well the Pfister is on handling here. Got to slow down a bit. I am very known that this car can fly off the corner when it comes to that part there. And once again, full speeding through this straight bit here. Come on, Pfister. You can do this, using that speed and power. Now we got to come around this corner here, so slow down a lot. Okay, and make our way over here. We're going to drive through the gate, which is what I'm going to do for both vehicles, so it's not really going to matter. Here we go. Stop at the gate, full speed through, just a little bit of a road bump there. And as I said, all I'm going to do is I'm going to turn right here, and we're going to see which of these vehicles can make it to the end of the runway first. So I'm just going to have it basically at the end of this part here. So this will be an advantage for the Pfister at this last bit. And we're almost there. As soon as we touch dirt, we are done. 3 minutes, 12 seconds, or just about on the Speedo. So that's not, I actually have no clue. I would say that's not bad, but I don't really have an idea of if that's good or bad, judging that I have to do this in the RE7B. So I'm gonna make my way all the way back, and we're gonna see how the RE7B does. And in 3, 2, 1, go! All right, let's see how the RE7B does. I think the RE is going to do better. I just feel like it's going to do so much better on the cornering. I mean, look at the handling on this vehicle. I don't even have to slow down. And because the RE7B is such a slower vehicle when it comes to its top speed, you don't really at all need to worry about braking. So, yeah, it's doing fine so far. I mean, look at that. This vehicle is insane when you compare it to the Pfister, which is just, it's incredible how really good the handling is on this vehicle. But, I don't know, this definitely feels a lot slower than the Pfister, especially when going up the hill here. The Pfister was a lot better on acceleration, so it's going to be back and forth. But I mean, once again, the fact that I can just turn a corner that easily, man, I don't know. Ooh, alright, well, I guess we're going to find out once I make it all the way to the end bit. So, the RE7B is a lot slower, and I can tell you just after driving it, it feels a lot slower as well. Like, especially on the acceleration, it just feels slower. Now, that could be good, because I can have a consistent speed of probably over 100 miles an hour in this vehicle, where the Pfister, I need to constantly slow down to, you know, not die when going around a corner. So that is something you have to keep in mind, but I don't know. We're doing fine so far. I mean, I should do fine in this vehicle. A little bit of a scrape on that wall, but nothing that's going to affect our speed. All right, let me slow down a bit around this just once again so we don't crash, and let's jump this as well. Okay, no problems there whatsoever. We're just going to full speed around this corner because we can, and we can also make it around that corner. No problems either. I mean, this just feels so much smoother, as you can see. Now, the RE7B at slow speeds definitely struggles to corner. It is something I've always noticed about this vehicle. It does a lot better at high speeds than it does at slow speeds, but yeah, you can definitely see that acceleration. I mean, it's only going 110. It really takes a while to accelerate up to its top speed. We're at 2 minutes on the clock as of right now. Gotta get around these cars here. No problems whatsoever. And all right, here we go. And let's get around here. Not bad. Not bad at all. Bit of scrapage here and there, but nothing I've got to really worry about all too much. We're at 1.3 miles to go. And I'm not sure if that's adding in the... I don't think that's adding in the extra time to get all the way to the end of the runway. We're at 2 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock right now, or something about that. Obviously, the timer on screen might be a little bit off from the stopwatch I personally have, but I think this is going to be really close, honestly. This is going to be really, really dang close. 2 minutes 40. I think that the RE7B is going to lose this, because we still have to drive all the way over here. We have to go through this, and here we go. All right, and let's make our way through this. Okay, and keep on going, and there's that slow acceleration from the beginning of this vehicle. Yeah, it was close. The Pfister was very, very close on the speed. I mean, the fact that the RE7... Actually, wait a sec. I think the RE7B is going to beat the Pfister. I think I'm actually wrong. It's going to be so close. We're at 3:08, and oh my god, I think the RE7B actually beat the Pfister by about 2 seconds on the clock. What I'm going to do, I'm going to try the lap one more time in the Pfister, because I do think I could have driven the Pfister a bit smoother. The RE7B, I don't honestly think I could have done that lap any better. There were certain areas where, yeah, I maybe could have shaved off like 0.2 of a second, but overall, I don't really think it would have mattered. However, with the Pfister, I feel like I could have done a much smoother lap, especially if I did it better. So I'm going to try it one more time with the Pfister, and let's see how it does. 3, 2, 1, go! Go, Pfister, I believe in you! Alright, let's see how the Pfister can do on the tracks. Let's get around this car, try not to crash. Alright, all good. No problems there. I will say, weirdly enough, the Pfister actually has surprisingly good handling. I was expecting this car to have absolutely awful handling, and I've driven the Pfister a lot, and I never really remembered it having bad handling, but I don't know. I was just expecting it to, when I'm full speeding this vehicle down the track, to be really bad, and yet it does much better than you would ever expect. So let's just keep on going here. Not bad around that corner at all. get around that little buggy, and keep on going. All right, let's hug this corner tight. Oh, that was much better than the original time I took that corner. And oh yeah, that felt really, really clean there. Okay, well, we're doing good so far. No problems here. Let's just get around that car. All right, let's go around you the safe way, put on the brakes a little bit, and not bad. Okay, I'm glad we didn't take that corner any faster, because if we did, I would have been a little worried. Let's get around that car. There's another one right here, but that should be fine. Let's just put on the brakes, roll around this corner. Okay, and around this corner. All right. Keep on going. Slow down a bit. Oh yeah, this feels great. Oh man, I gotta say, the Pfister is doing fantastic on this lap. Okay, don't get in my way, you stinky person, but it's all good anyway, because I had to slow down for that jump. Let's give this a little bit more speed, but still absolutely fine, and cut through here. Okay, let me put on the brakes and rolling around this corner. That was the corner that killed me the first time. Then I gotta put on the brakes and rolling around this corner. Okay, then let's take this one a bit wider so we don't have to worry about turning as much, and take this one wide as well. All right, we're at 2 miles left. There's a lot going through my mind, specifically what I'm trying to not crash into ahead of me, but we're doing fine so far. Let's just put on the brakes a little bit, try not to crash into that motorcyclist. Then we got to get around this corner here. Oh man, putting on the brakes there was a pain. All right, 1.5 miles or 2 minutes on the clock. I don't know how that is to compare to my previous lap. I guess we're just going to have to find out. But I'm going to put on the brakes a little bit here. Let's squeeze through. Oh yeah, that was pretty clean there. I know that this lap is a lot cleaner than my first lap in the Pfister. I can tell you that for a fact, because I haven't made any mistakes on this first lap. So now we just keep on going through here, and let's get around this corner. Okay, nice. All right, full speed, full speed. Let's slow down a bit through here. Not bad. All right, once again, we just got to get through this gate over here, so let's do that. Hello, Mr. Gate. And full speed. Oh, yeah. All right, we're at 2 minutes and 45 seconds on the clock. So my previous time was something that was a lot worse, I'm pretty sure. We had about 3:12, if I'm not mistaken, on my previous test. This time we were able to cross the line at 2:57. Holy, that was way better. Unfortunately, the car is, it's gone. This car is, it's gone. So, no more Pfister for me, unfortunately. Goodbye. But, not bad at all. That was, by far, a lot faster than the RE7B. I'm honestly incredibly surprised how well the Pfister 811 did there. It did it 10 seconds faster, 13 almost, than the RE7B. So, there you have it. While handling is very important, and around a track, yeah. Like if you're doing what big racing YouTubers do, and you're rolling around a track like this, going from corner to corner, around and around, yes, it will be more important to use a good lap time vehicle. But, I mean, I use just about the curviest roads in GTA, from start to finish, just about here. This is a very curvy road all the way down that you really can't use much speed on, and I was still easily able to win with the RE7, or the 811, so yeah, I gotta be honest, the RE7B feels really nice to drive, but sometimes lap time is not always key. Now, in the future, if you'd like to see this video again, maybe I'll compare another really fast vehicle like the Banshee 900R to an Emirates, you know, something like that. That'll be a lot more hard to beat, but I guess we'll see. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.